Conference will now be recorded.
Yes, good afternoon, all of you. I hope everybody can able to see my screen. So yesterday we are discussing about REST API, how to work with the REST API, and today we will see about the ES6 features. And after ES6, let's go with the React or jQuery. jQuery first, then React. Or can we start jQuery today? Better let me start with the jQuery first, and after that we go through the ES6 and React. First, I go through the jQuery. Okay, jQuery is basically JavaScript library. Let me open jQuery folder.
Sir,
Let me type. Yes, go ahead.
sir, could you please teach me the REST API one more time, sir?
Mm-hmm.
REST API,
Mm.
because I couldn't understand the concept, sir, because you're using wait, async, and storage, so many concepts. So what is the usage for? I don't understand this, sir.
You are asking like what is the use of REST API?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Use of REST API means when you are hitting the URL. See, there is a URL. Some data is there in the URL. Okay, some data is there in the URL. We want to fetch the data. We want to fetch the data, fetch the JSON data, and we need to show into the user interface. So for fetching, fetching means you are going to be getting thousands of records, millions of records with a single shot. When you are giving the request to that API, it is giving the data. Receiving, it is accessing. Okay, let me show where is the yesterday file. Okay, where is the REST API? Where is the REST API? I did not save the access. JSON parse. This one REST API. Yeah. Okay. So can you see and observe here, Manasa? This is the URL. This is the public API. Okay. In real time also, this kind of URLs people will give you. Server side people will give you, or full stack. If you are doing full stack, you only create this APIs. You only create this kind of APIs. So when you launch this API in the browser, when you launch that API in the browser, can you see some data is coming? I'm requesting this API. If I'm requesting this API, I'm getting this much data. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
I'm requesting this API, I'm getting this much data. If you are going to be getting this much data, but I want to show this data on top of the interface. Interface is nothing but screen. My browser need to see this data. This is the API. When you hit this API, this is the data coming. For example, how your Amazon is working, how your Amazon products are actually looking for, seeing for. When you open Amazon, you can see a lot of products, na? All these are products, na? every product is having a data. Every product is a JSON object. Every branch is a JSON object. For example, if I go to the mobiles here, you can see lot of mobiles are coming here. Lot of mobiles are coming here, but everything is JSON data only, JSON object only. This is one object. This is another object. Google Pixel API another object, and this Samsung is one more object. This watch is one more object. Everything is one different objects. Same like this. Same like this. Some ID is there, some name is there, some username is there, email is there. All these are attributes. All these are key value pairs. So when you are getting this API, okay, I am just fetching this API first of all. I am fetching this API using with the function get users await fetch await async await. There is a concept called async await. This is something like the total data is synchronously loading, asynchronously loading. There is no wait for the response. The total data will come through that API, and whatever the response I got, that response is JSON format. Await. First of all, you are getting the response or not. You create a response object, and that response object await loading the data in the console. But in the data is loading and successfully loading into my JavaScript console. It is not enough. JavaScript data is loading into the JavaScript. Data is loading into the JavaScript. It is not enough for me. What my requirement then? Can you see the data is loading here in the console? What happened? The data. Maybe URL failure. Let me see this. Yeah, users are coming. Huh? This is the program we are writing yesterday. The same program. Maybe the API is not working. Maybe API is not working. Manasa, are you clear? When you get the data, only for the JavaScript, I'm getting the data is not enough. I want to show on top of the HTML. For that, I taken one ordered list. To ordered list, I'm assigning the data. I'm appending the data for the order list. Getting my point? If you try, if you try, if try is not success, it will go for catch. It is something like if else. It is something like if else. Try means you're trying for the data. If the data is not come, automatically it will go to the console.log error will come. The data loaded successfully, it will go with the try block. If the data is not loading successfully, it will go for the catch block. That is the only scenario for this. Maybe the data is missing in that. You try with the another thing. Let me do. REST API 1 dot HTML. For this, I took one more ipcode.com. I go for the one more URL. I go for posts. 100 posts are there here. Or I can go for comments. 500 comments are there here. 500 comments are there. If you want to access this data, you can able to access it in the program. Let me take this, and here my data is in the array. Yeah, I want to load the comments. This time I'm loading the comments, and u dot name email. Already name is there and email is there. Okay, u dot name, u dot email. You can load this. Some issue with the URL maybe. Open with the live server is not working. Inspector. URL is not hitting. URL is not hitting. Let's do one thing. You can use this, and here I want to load the this one. ఏమైతుంది listing directory. Okay. I need to load the directory first. Now open the REST API 1. Now it will work out. Go to the inspector. Go to the console. Can you see? 500. Array of 500 objects. Array of 500 objects I got. Am I right? Array of 500 objects I got with response. What I am doing here? Simply. What I am doing here simply. Console.log JSON. This is the response I got. You have the JSON ready. You have the JSON ready. Am I clear? This is the fetch request. This is the fetch request. But yesterday program, async, await, fetch. Here also response.json. Okay, let me keep the comments here. Name, email. 500 comments will come to you. 500 comments will come to you. Can you see? Name and email. API changed. API changed. But here I'm showing the interface also. Here I'm showing the interface also. Am I right? Whatever you want, you can do it. Manasa, clear? Try, catch. Okay, in the projects you can understand. So how many number of requests we are going to be creating inside the program? For which case we are giving the request. This is just response. Requesting to that API, I'm receiving the response. Requesting to this API, requesting to this API, and I'm getting the JSON response. And I'm storing into the data variable. And I'm using the data, I'm looping the data, iterating the data, binding to the HTML. This is binding for HTML. Binding data for HTML. Binding data for HTML. And this is iteration. Data iteration. Data values iteration. Or array values iteration. Data means that is array. I got a JSON array. I got a JSON array. A JSON array converted to JavaScript array, and array values iteration. Am I clear, Manasa?
Yes, sir. For each like for loop, sir, it's also used for iteration.
Yeah, for each also for iteration. For in is there, for is there, for each is there, but for each in ES6. In ES6, for each is available. In ES5, we have for loop, for in loop. This is a request process. This is a request process. This is a response. Step by step, understand. Don't worry. That is a request. Second one is the response. Third one is the data iteration. Fourth one is the data binding, binding to the HTML. Now let's talk about the jQuery. Can I open jQuery now?
Yes, sir.
Open folder, jQuery. Yeah. jQuery is JavaScript top library. J small letter, Q capital letter. jQuery is lightweight JavaScript library. jQuery built on, or jQuery is collection of, when you call a library, what is book library contained with? What is book library contained with? Books, right? Book library contained with books. At the same time, jQuery library contained with JavaScript functions, collection of JS functions. There are lot of animations, built in jQuery. There are a lot of animations built in jQuery, but in JavaScript you have to write a huge number of lines for that animation. But in jQuery we can do very simply, very simple way those kind of animations. jQuery use a dollar symbol. jQuery is nothing but dollar symbol. This one. jQuery is minified version of JavaScript. Minified version of JavaScript. Minified version. What is the meaning of minified version? I will tell you one simple example. Document dot get element by ID. Some ID name Mohansh. Some ID name Mohansh. Then dot inner HTML. I will apply Mohansh Technologies. This is basically in JavaScript. Am I right? This is basically in JS. In JS, we will access the ID. In JS, we will access the ID and we will update the inner HTML in that way. In that way. But in jQuery, it is not like that. Why I told jQuery is a minified version of JavaScript. In jQuery, dollar hash Mohansh dot HTML function, which is simple now. Previous line or this line? In CSS, this is a selector of ID selection. In CSS, you remember, this is a selection of ID selection. In CSS, the same CSS
Yes.
selections, in jQuery applicable. Same jQuery selections in CSS applicable. For example, document dot get elements by class name. Did you remember this? Class name of 0. This you remember, right?
Yes, sir.
The
Yeah,
same
dot.
thing. The same thing in jQuery. Same thing in jQuery. Dot Mohansh. Dot Mohansh. Dot HTML. Hello. That's all done. In JavaScript, you are writing a bigger lines of code. In jQuery, short and sweet codes. Short and sweet. I told you already, jQuery is a minified version of JavaScript. Minified version of JavaScript. And jQuery changes the way of style JavaScript. jQuery changes the way of style JavaScript. One more point. jQuery is open source. No need to pay money for this. And one more thing. jQuery is simple. Where jQuery available? jQuery available in jQuery.com. jQuery available in jQuery.com. There is an official website for that. jQuery.com. You can see this down one. jQuery is fast, small, and feature-rich JavaScript library. It makes things like HTML document traversal, manipulation, event handling, animations, and AJAX much simpler, easy to use API that work across the multitude of browsers. With a combination of versatility and extensibility, jQuery has changed the way of millions of people write JavaScript. What the last line? jQuery has changed the way that millions people are writing JavaScript. Then how to use jQuery? How to use jQuery in my HTML? That is important thing. How to use jQuery in HTML? There are two ways. There are two ways. One is locally download and use. Second way is directly use cloud CDN. Cloud CDN. What is the meaning of CDN here is content delivery network. Content delivery network. Locally download and use, that is the first way. Second way is directly use from cloud CDN, content delivery network. And again, in local or cloud, there are two versions. One is normal or development version. Normal or development version file. Second one is minified or compressed version. Compressed version file. What is the difference between the normal file and the minified file? And here also in the cloud also, these two kind of files are there. One is a normal or development version, the minified or compressed version. What is the file this one? What is the file this one? It's a large in size, readable. Large in size, readable. Small in size, not readable. But working process both are same. Working process both are same. Working process both files are same. Am I clear now? Any confusion in this? Okay, I want to use the library now. First I go with the local, then I go with the CDN. Even in local also, I go through the two things. One is the normal file, one is the minified file. Even for CDN also, I go through the two things. One is the normal file, one is the minified file. Let me download it. Open jQuery, go down. Download jQuery, go down. You will be finding the Google CDN or Microsoft CDN or JS Deliver CDN. Let me open Google CDN. Okay, so 3x snippets. Take the first one, first Ajax SRC, whatever the SRC is there, you just copy this. Copy this and put in the browser. This is my jQuery. This is my jQuery. This is Bootstrap. Better I can go with the Microsoft CDN. In Microsoft CDN, you will be finding two things. The first file is the normal file, second file is the minified file. Let me go for the normal file. If you go for the normal file, is it readable? Normal file is readable, right? I can
Yes,
able to
sir.
easily understand the functions. Okay, these are the JavaScript functions, all these things. Okay, let me copy complete thing and save in your folder. jQuery dot .js, the local library, local file. I keep all the JS code here, and this is my local file. Let me go to the minified file now. Let me go to the minified version. Minified version, go back. The second one is .min.js. Is this readable? Is this readable? This is understandable?
No, sir.
No, sir. This is not readable. This is not understandable. I keep this one also save into my local folder. This also I keep into my local folder. jQuery underscore min.js. Minified version. The previous one is the normal version. This is the minified version. Two versions are there. Okay. I paste the code. Single line. This one, 10,000. How many lines are there? 10,701. 6 lines are there. But here, just 1 or 2 lines. Minified file, 1 or 2 lines. In the single line itself, the total code got placed. Okay, let me show the size of the first one and second one. Size of the first file and size of the second file. Full stack MERN, MERN nodes, jQuery. Okay, see the first one size, first file size, normal file size. What is the size? How we can see the size? Properties. Oh, how you can see the size of the file? Name, type, folder path, path of 0 bytes. Yeah, wow. Not saved, huh? No, here only you can able to see 290 KB. The first file size you can see. The first file size you can see. That is a normal file, no? The normal file size is 290 KB. Size is bigger. Minified file 86 KB only. 86 KB only. Can you observe the sizes here? Date modified, type, size. Okay, let me try to access this jQuery into my HTML, and let's try to write down some programs for that. Library ready. Library ready. Once the library ready, you can write jQuery local and normal .html. Okay. So access jQuery first. Same title I can give here also. jQuery local normal. First of all, inside the header section, I want to access my jQuery. Script src jQuery.js or jQuery min.js. jQuery.js. First I work with the normal file, then I work with the minified file. Okay, let's do something. For H1, I am giving Mohansh. What my requirement is, I need to update this Mohansh to Mohansh Technologies through the script. What my requirement is, I want to update Mohansh to Mohansh Technologies. Dollar. Now I can use dollar symbol. Why? Because already library imported. I can use dollar symbol. Dollar just h1 dot html Mohansh Technologies. Over. The work is over. Just save the program. Here I'm not writing anything like document dot get elements by tag name, name of the tag of 0 dot inner html. I'm not writing that kind of code now. Am I writing like this? This is JavaScript. This is JavaScript. Am I writing JavaScript here? Mohansh Technologies. That is JavaScript. The same code in jQuery. This JavaScript, this is jQuery. jQuery, the very short and sweet code. Execute it. Change the text got updated or not? Previous text is this one. Previous h1, the text is this one. Now I updated the text with Mohansh, updated with Mohansh Technologies. Is it simple compared to the JavaScript? Tell me, guys. jQuery is simple comparing to the JavaScript.
Yes, sir.
Which is easy? JavaScript or jQuery?
Yes. jQuery.
Divya, jQuery. Divya is asking about share the notes. Sure, Divya, I will share. I will share the notes. If anybody not received the notes, please let me know and give the email IDs. Yes, Divya, I can share the notes. Let's go. Let's go with the minified version now. Copy this, take new, paste, save it as jQuery local minified min dot html. So now I am working with the library minified library. I already have two libraries in my folder. I already have two libraries in my folder. I am taking this time minified one. Output is same. I don't want to change the program. Just I'm changing the library. Changing the library. It is working fine. Working or not? Working or not? Okay, let's try to
Working.
work with try to work with the CDNs now. CDN local, sorry, CDN normal and CDN min. CDN normal and CDN min. Okay, jQuery underscore CDN normal dot html. Okay, now I want to take the SRC with CDN URL. CDN URL. CDN normal one. Normal one is the first one. Normal one is the first one. Second one is the minified one. Take the normal one. Copy the URL. Inside the SRC, you can keep that. This is a CDN. That's it. For this, no local file needed. CDNs are actually servers, cloud servers, 24/7 running servers. When the internet is on, then only CDN will work out. No, sir, regularly I'm not using the internet, sir. Then first time you download the library in your system, in your same folder, jQuery folder, you can use it. Sir, no, sir, regularly I have internet connection 24/7. Then just work with the CDN. No need to save the file in your local system. But recommended is CDN in companies. In companies, every application, almost 99% of applications are working with internet only. All web application means working with internet only. Companies will recommend only CDN. CDN at the same time minified version. CDN at the same time minified version, not development version. Okay. This also same output will come. Output there is no change. Program I am not changing. Output there is no change. Program I am not changing. Take new, paste. Now change this program name jQuery, jQuery CDN minified one .html. For this now I need to change the URL. Took the second URL, paste inside the src, replace the src. Okay. Now this is the minified file, minified version, at the same time CDN version. Yeah, it will work out. Open with live server, work out. Now I want to update the style. Okay, HTML is changing with HTML function. Everything is working with function only. Now I want to change the CSS. I want to change the CSS. Control A, Control C, Control N, paste, CSS update. Style or CS style change. In jQuery only I need to write the code, not JavaScript. Okay, text updated, okay. But I want to update one more thing. I want to update dot CSS. In JavaScript, what we can do? Dot style dot color is equal to red. Dot style dot text align center something, and here color red over. Can you see? Can you see what is happening here? In jQuery, one more facility is there. What that facility is? You can apply multiple properties in the single line also. I want to give font style change, alignment change. Two things in the single time. You can do it in jQuery. Dollar, yeah, dollar h1 dot css. Inside this, you take object key value pairs. The first key is text align colon center. Text align colon center, comma, second one font style italic. Remember, sir, I am doing two properties in the single line, but in the JavaScript it is not possible. In JavaScript, multiple properties in the single line is not possible. For every color change or text alignment change, font style change, you have to keep the new lines. But in jQuery, not like that. Alignment and font style both are I'm giving in the object with key value pairs. Can you see? Text align changed, font style changed with a single shot. What is a single shot here? You can create objects, sir. Just to create object, but inside the object you provide as key value pairs. First key value pair text align center. Second key value pair font style italic. This much simple. This much simple jQuery is. Okay, let's fire with the event. Okay, click event I will tell today. I'll close and tomorrow we'll continue. Copy, check new, paste. I want to go for click event dot html. Let's remove all these things. And this is a button. Click me.
So in JavaScript, if we do the object type, then it will not work, sir.
Hmm.
In JavaScript, if we do the object type, then it will not work, sir.
In
Because you said
JavaScript,
like it's unified version, right? JavaScript.
no. JavaScript and jQuery both will work here, but in JavaScript, dollar will not work.
Dollar will not work.
In jQuery, it will work. See, already library is available. If the library is not available, this dollar will not work out with you.
Okay, sir.
If library is not available, dollar will not work. Normal plain jQuery JavaScript you can write. But now I
Yeah.
injected a library called jQuery library. It is a collection of 10,000 lines of code. Obviously, dollar symbol will work and .html will work, .css will work, and here also is a button. So for button, access your button. Just simply access your button. Dollar button dot add event listener. All these things are not there here. Just dot click direct function, click function, direct function, click function. But when you are clicking on button, what is your agenda? What is your agenda? My agenda is a function name. Okay, click me. This is my function. Okay, implement the click me. That that is mandatory. Handler mandatory. You create a handler. You create a handler. You create a handler and write down alert box for that. Alert. You clicked on me. Execute the program. Sir, click event is over. You clicked on me. Event is firing. But in JavaScript for this, you need to write a very big line code. Document dot get elements by accessing button of uh, yeah dot add event listener name, and then you have to write the function name, handler name, and you need to implement the handler by the function only. Here, this is the handler, but this handler in the click function I given. That's it. Everything is simple. Don't confuse. jQuery is straightforward. But first you need to know JavaScript. Without JavaScript knowledge, jQuery you cannot able to understand. Directly jQuery, no, you cannot learn like this. First core we are learning. Core is JavaScript. If you learn properly JavaScript, jQuery is easy, React is easy, Angular is easy, Vue.js is easy. Everything is easy only. Clear my point?
Yes, sir.
We done .html, we done .css, we done .click function, and we injected this jQuery in the multiple ways: locally, normal and minified version, CDN, local and minified version, different kind of situations we can able to work out. Okay, see you signing
Yes,
off.
sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, if there are multiple buttons,
Multiple
we have
IDs.
to. Okay.
See, remember in JavaScript or jQuery, for every element, ID is preferable. For CSS, classes preferable. But for JavaScript or jQuery, even React also, IDs are preferable. ID. Every element is individual action. Every element will perform individual action. So
Okay, sir.
better you can go through the IDs
Okay.
in jQuery or JavaScript.
Okay. Thank you.
Right, right. Yeah, if you have multiple elements with the same class, how to utilize, I will tell you later. That is also there. We can do that. Okay, right. So that is what actually for today. See you signing off. We'll meet tomorrow same time.
Thank
And
you, sir.
please like the video, share the video, subscribe the channel, click on the bell icon, provide your valuable comments. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Nice session. Very good session.
Thank you.